Alrighty then, hello my lovely Parvans, and welcome to all of you Pokemon fans. Did you guys forget that I also played Pokemon? Recently, like around Christmas, I finally decided to get into the Pokemon TCG game, the trading card game, and not the that much the trading aspect. Well, I guess a little bit of the trading aspect as well. And I'm again trying a new setup. By the way, this is being recorded on the very next day after I recorded my Yu-Gi-Oh! Profiles with the shitty setup that I did, but now I hope that this is gonna be better and you can see my hands, my deck, and other stuff. So this is my deck. It's a 60 card deck, you know, because Pokemon rules state that you need a 60 card deck, and I will just sort it up quickly. So these are the energies. We have the the items, and all the trainers. And my sleeves are new. I still haven't played much with them, and they are kind of sticky when I touch them with my sweaty fingers. So yeah, this is a Alolan Ninetales GX. I bought the world championship, the world's deck, and I've slightly modified it, removed some cards, some banned cards as well. So let's dig into it. First off, we have your boy Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix with Beacon. I run 3 of these guys because they're nice, and Beacon allows you to search for Pokemon, and it's costless. So pretty much you can you can use this ability whenever. Of course, it's gonna end your turn, but you know. Then I run one Alolan Vulpix with the Powder Snow. This is again an ability that does not require any energies, and if you're lucky, when you roll your dice or flip your coin, your opponent's active Pokemon goes to sleep. And just like the other one, or even better though, they both have Icy Snow, but this one does 30 damage, but of course needs 2 water energies to run. And then the boss monster of the deck, Alolan Ninetales GX, pretty much. That's why the deck is called Alolan Ninetales GX, right? And this card is amazing. It is a stage 1 Pokemon, which is amazing. 210 HP, nice first attack, which you just need to attach a double colorless attack energy to it, and it does 50 damage to any of your opponent's Pokemon. That includes benched ones, which is amazing. Its second attack is Blizzard Edge, which, you know, it's for 2 water and 1 colorless. You need to detach 2 energy from it, but it does 160 damage. And if that's not enough, its GX attack allows you to transfer any damage counters down to your Alolan Ninetales GX to your opponent's active Pokemon. That is freaking amazing. I mean, you can have this at 10 HP, bam, GX attack, your opponent takes 200, win. Of course, it's a GX attack, so it's once per duel. Then one Tapu Koko, because Tapu Koko is dope. It is, first of all, for all of you Pokemon people, these are silver bordered cards, but we don't have any major events here in Bulgaria, so you really don't actually care about using these silver bordered cards. So Tapu Koko is a really nice card because it does 20 damage for 2 colorless energies. It does 20 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon, and it's a free retreat cost, which is amazing. Then I run 2 Tapu Leles. Of course, these came with the deck. You have to be extremely lucky to pull Tapu Lele from its set, but if you do, congratulations. Pretty much Tapu Lele is a very good GX. Its ability Wonder Tag allows you to get a supporter card from your deck to your hand when you place it on your bench. You can even do some damage with it with Energy Drive, but its GX attack is not recommended. If you're gonna play this deck, or build with Alolan Ninetales GX, you will need to play its move. So we have 2 Remoraids then, because Remoraid is just a stepping stone in the place, because you were gonna go on these guys. 2 Octilleries, right? I don't know how people say it actually, Octillery or Octillery. When I was little I called it Octillery, now I just call it the Octopus of Cancer. Pretty much, you need it on your bench for its ability, which allows you to once per turn draw until you have 5 cards in your hand, and that is before your attack, which is amazing. Then we have 1 Giratina, which I may or may not keep in the deck for, you know, general use, because it's good if you're playing against people that use break cards, because each break Pokemon on the field has no ability, which and that includes the abilities of its previous forms. And my last Pokemon is on Sudowoodo to limit your opponent's bench Pokemon down to 4, which is really good actually. Right, so on the supporter cards, we of course start with your boy Sycamore, and because I can, and because the deck that I bought had it in, you run 4 of these guys. Pretty much you can discard your hand and draw 7. So let's say you have a bad hand, you use Sycamore. Of course it's a supporter card, you can only use once per turn. You discard your hand and you draw 7. Or the other one is you don't have any other cards but Sycamore in hand. You use Sycamore, you discard your hand, which is non-existent, and you draw 7. So it's either a good, you know, way to get more plays, or to just get 7 more cards. And then your boy Guzma, because he's really nice. Pretty much you can switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with one of your with their active Pokemon, and you also switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So pretty much is a combo. You have a Alolan Ninetales GX and Tapu Koko, and then your opponent has something nasty. You switch it up, and then you switch your Tapu Koko for your Ninetales, and then Tapu Koko can pretty much switch itself for free, cause it's dope. Then 1 copy of Professor Kukui. He's also really dope. First off, he's pretty much a part of Greed, and then a boost to your Pokemon moves, cause cause in the turn that you use it, your Pokemon do 20 more damage, which is amazing. Then we have this guy, N. So N is kind of tricky depending on when you use it. If you use it early on, it's okay, but if you use it later on and you're winning, it's not gonna be good, because pretty much each player shuffles their hand in their deck and they draw cards equal to the number of their prize cards remaining. So I run 3 of these guys, and if I feel like it, I might cut it down to 2 or even 1. And you might call me a lunatic, but that's what I feel like, you know. Then we have 1 Pokemon Center Lady. She's dope. She heals your Pokemon for 60 damage and removes all special conditions. So that can be paralyzed, poison, burning, sleeping, etc. And then 1 Bridget pretty much allows you to search your deck for either 1 basic Pokemon EX or just 3 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench, which is it's not that bad. Then I have 1 copy of Karen, which I've legitimately never used before. You know, when I've played with my deck, and I don't know if I should actually keep in my deck, but it's supposed to be used when you're not having very good luck. Pretty much both players shuffle their Pokemon in their discard piles into their deck. Then Ninja Boy, pretty much it switches one of your basic Pokemon in play with one of your deck, and the one that you selected to switch goes to the deck, is shuffled back in the deck, but the one that comes from the deck takes all of the attached cards, damage counter, special conditions, turns in play, etc, etc. So that's a pretty nice way to switch up your game. And I run 2 of these guys because you can, you know, have something useless like Sudowoodo and you really want Ninetales fast, and you can pretty much, and you have Ninetales in the hand, you pretty much switch your Sudowoodo with Alolan Vulpix, and there you go, Ninetales. Then one Misty's Determination. You discard a card from your hand, you look at the top 8 cards of your deck, and you put one from those 8 cards in your hand, and then you shuffle the rest back into the deck. And the last support card is... Why did I put this here? Well, the last card is another Guzma, so yeah, this guy goes back. So yeah, I have 2 Guzmas. I've completely forgotten. So 1 Guzma is not great, not great. Now for the items. For the items we have 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 Ultra Balls. You discard 2 hands, and you can get any card from your deck into your hand, which is amazing. Then we have 1 Field Blower, because Field Blower is very, very nice. It pretty much destroys up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon 2 cards or Stadium cards in play. And that can be either players, so you can do something, I guess. Then 1, 2, 3 Choice Bands. Pretty much you attach this to a Pokemon and its attack do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon GX or active Pokemon EX, which is going for that end game aggressive play. 1 Energy Lotto. You look at the top 7 cards of your deck and you may reveal a energy card if you find one. Take it to your hand and then shuffle the cards. If you don't find an energy, you just wasted your card pretty much. 1 special charge. That is a really neat card that I found when I was browsing at my locals. It's like the cheapest price, it's 50 local cents. But it allows you to shuffle 2 special energy cards from your discard pile into your deck, which is amazing because you will be using those often with Ninetales to do that crazy 160 damage attack. 1, 2, 3, and 4 Aqua patches, which I may cut down to 3 or less. But pretty much you attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched water Pokemon. Because when one of your Ninetales gets killed, you can start boosting one of your other Vulpixes, I guess. And then 1, 2, 3 level balls. This is a very nice card because it allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, reveal it, and then put it into your hand, and then you shuffle your deck. Pretty much, if you don't have your Vulpix, you were gonna get it. And for the energy, it's pretty much standard shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double colorless. I really hate that word. Double colorless energy. So yeah, pretty much you can do crazy shit with these. You can use it on almost all of your Pokemon, and almost all of those that you can use it on have attacks that can do something with just 2 colorless energies. And at the end we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just standard water energies, which I may or may not replace for, you know, yellow border ones. But as I said, we don't have any crazy events here in Bulgaria, big events that forbid the use of these silver bordered ones. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I will be making another deck profile for another TCG/CCG game. I'm not really sure on what it actually is, but I think it's a CCG. Soon. If I like this setup and you guys like this setup, because I like this setup. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, smack that like button, comment on below it on how lame I am for using silver bordered cards, but I don't give a shit really. And if you have Discord, click on the link in the description under this video and you will join my Discord group and we can have fun doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, see you later, and may the force be with you always.